Good morning, children. Now I am going to take science for 6th standard. 6th standard science. The world of plants. So already in previous classes we saw about the root system. In the root system we saw about the taproot and fibrous root. In the shoot system we saw stem, leaf and flower. Next we went to the habitat. In the habitat we saw about the two types, that is terrestrial and aquatic. First we saw the aquatic habitat, in that freshwater and marine. Next we will go to the terrestrial habitat. So first we saw about the aquatic, next is the terrestrial habitat. That is, terrestrial habitat is nothing that it's found on the land. So terrestrial habitat is the one that is found on the land, like desert, grassland and forest. Now it also includes man-made habitats also, like towns, cities, farms. So that is, it can be as big as a continent or as small as an island. So it is a man-made as well as a natural is there. Then terrestrial is divided into three types, that is forest, grassland and desert. Forest, grassland and desert. Now first we will go to the forest habitat. Now forest is a large area that is full of trees, dominated by the trees. And there are three types of forest in this, that is tropical forest, temperate forest and mountain forest. So how many types? There are three types: tropical, temperate and the mountain. Now if we take tropical, it is full of trees, that is dense forest, that is a tropical forest. Now temperate is not like the tropical forest, not too dense, but there are many trees. Then the mountain, where the trees are found in the mountainous regions, are called as a mountain forest, and the annual rainfall is 25 to 200 centimeter, that is for 1 year. Annual rainfall is for a year. That is, you have a terrestrial habitat is forest, grassland and desert. In the forest you can see the three types: tropical, temperate and mountain forest, and the annual rainfall for them is 25 to 200 centimeter. Next is the grassland habitat. Here we found that the grassland is an area where the vegetation is dominated by the grasses. Already shown, vegetation dominated by the grasses. For example, savanna grassland. Here the grasses range from short to tall. Here the grasses range from short to tall. Then next is the desert habitat. So desert is the driest place where there is a less rainfall and the climate is also very hot. Now deserts are the driest place on the earth. They get less than 25 centimeters of rainfall. How many? Less than 25 centimeters of rainfall. Then deserts cover at least 20% of the earth. How many percent? 20% of the earth. So it's the driest place. It has less rainfall, that is less than 25 centimeters of rainfall, and 20% of the earth. Then the plants which grow in this habitat have thick leaves. How they have? They have the thick leaves where they store water. They have thick leaves where they store water and minerals. What do they store? They store water and minerals. That is, they have the thick leaves. For examples, in the plant like cactus. In cactus, they store water in their stem. So where do they store? They store water in their stem. In the stem. And leaves are reduced to spines. Leaves are reduced to spines. So this is a cactus plant. So this is a stem, and here the leaves are reduced to spines. This is a cactus plant. Yeah, okay. So the stem stores the water and the leaves are reduced to spines. Then they have long roots. How? They have the long roots that grow deep into the soil in search of the water. Because it's a desert, there is a less water, so they have a long roots too, which go deep into the soil in search of water. Now there are types of desert habitats. First one is hot, dry desert. Next, semi-arid deserts. Next, coastal deserts and cold deserts. So how many types of deserts? 4 types here. First one is hot, dry. Second one is semi-arid, coastal and the cold deserts. Examples for this is cactus, agave, ole and the bryophyllum. Next, we will go to the adaptations and modifications. Adaptations and modifications. So what is adaptation? Adaptations means special features in a plant, that is special features we have in the plant which helps to survive in a particular habitat. That is the plant's specific environment have developed special features which help to grow and live in a habitat. Now we will see about the different adaptations like tendrils, twiners and thorns. Adaptations. First one is tendril, second one is twiners and third one is thorns. So these are the 3 types of adaptations we can found. So these adaptations are seen in plants which live in terrestrial and desert habitats. So where do these find these adaptations? Terrestrial and desert habitats. You can find this only in these 2 habitats. Now first is a tendril. It's a twining. Twining means it's like this. Twining climbing organ of some weak stemmed plants like peas and bitter gourd. Tendril coils round a support and helps the plant to climb. For example, if you take a peas plant, so the leaf is changed into like this, that they get the support from the neighboring plant. So they get the support from the neighboring plant because their stems are weak. So what do? They get the support from the neighboring plant. For example, sweet peas. Here the leaflets are modified into tendrils. These are tendrils and these are very weak. So what do? They get the support from the neighboring stem. Then bitter gourd. Here the axillary buds are modified into tendrils. What's here? Axillary buds are modified into tendrils which help the plant to climb, which gives us support. Then is a twiners. These are the weak stems. So these are the weak stems which are not able to stand on their own. So they are not able to stand on their own. So what do? So they get the support from the neighboring plant. So these are the weak stems because they are not able to stand on their own. What do? They get the support from the neighboring plant. Then example for this is Clytoria and jasmine. Clytoria and jasmine. So next is the thorns. Thorns are nothing but the wholly or modified points, the sharp pointed structures called the thorns or spines, which are used for the defensive purpose. Example for this is leaf apex and margins are modified into thorns. For examples, opuntia if to take, the leaves are modified into spines. As I said, the leaves are modified into spines. Then even in the bougainvillea, the stem has sharp thorns. So in the bougainvillea, the stem has a sharp thorns. So what are the adaptations? Tendrils, twiners and thorns. Now with this we are finishing the lesson, children. So I will draw the root system, shoot system on the board. We just take down and learn. some parts of a plant. So this is parts of plant. So these are the root. So this is a root system. And this is a shoot system. So you have a root, stem, fruit, leaves, so here is a flower, so stem, so node, and this is a internode. So this is about the root system and shoot system. Next is the taproot system and the fibrous root system. Taproot, so this is a taproot. Here this is a primary root system, primary or taproot system. Next is a secondary root. Next is a tertiary root. Next is the rootlets. Next is the fibrous root. So are the fibrous roots. So next we will see the parts of the stem. Parts of the stem. So this is a bud. This is a node, and this is a internode. Then we'll see the leaf. About the leaf. So take down your rough notebook, children. So this is a petiole. This is the leaf lamina, already I said. Next, the main vein which is called as a midrib. Then there is a either side you find the axillary bud. Then this is a node, stem and the internode. So do you understand, children? So take down this root system and shoot system, taproot system, fibrous root system, then stem and the parts of a leaf. Then mark the following, you will see here. First is mountain, next is desert, stem, photosynthesis, then fibrous root. Monocot, branches, dry place, Himalayas and leaves. Now first if you see mountain is Himalayas, so this is the first one. Then desert is a dry place. Then stem, what is the stem? Branches. Then photosynthesis, leaves. Fibrous root is a monocot plant. Yes, take down this, children. Yes, so by this we are finishing this lesson. So in the next class we will see with the next lesson, children. Thank you.